What's up, it's Raphael at NBA Draft Junkies, and I'm back again, and the prospect I'll be covering today is Florida State swingman Devin Vassell. I'll admit, I was late to the Devin Vassell party, and I slept on him as a prospect coming into this season. I believe he's one of the safest picks, if not the safest pick in this draft. He's a plug-and-play guy that you can put in any system, and he can complement any NBA superstar, if he doesn't become one himself. Devin Vassell fits the mold of their modern-day 3-and-D guy, but I think he's capable of much more, and is rising up my draft board. Since this is an offensive strengths video, I'll first talk about his outside shooting. Vassell has been consistent in his 2-year college career from behind the arc. As a freshman coming off the bench, he shot 41.9% from 3, and in his breakout sophomore season, he converted 41.5 of his threes on 3.5 attempts per game. He ranked in the top 87 percentile in catch and shoot situations, scoring 1.22 points per possession while knocking down 38.5% of his contested threes, according to Synergy Sports Technology. With floor spacing becoming more and more valued in the NBA, Vassell's size, length, and outside shooting makes him a top-tier prospect that could help a franchise immediately.
Dribbles it out, Gray drives, kicks, Vassell, yes, from three!
Vassell scoring off the dribble is probably my favorite attribute about his game, and why I believe he has a high upside as a scorer. He's not really shifty or much of a slasher, but he's a crafty bucket getter that can attack closeouts or get to his sweet spots and knock down stop and pop J's. He has a reported 7-foot wingspan, which allows him to elevate and shoot over the top of defenders. He has an effective step back that he uses to create space and has a knack for knocking down tough contested shots and soft touch finishes or floaters around the basket. In my opinion, the next step for him is to tighten his handle and improve his isolation game. This could be the difference between him becoming an all-star caliber player and top scoring option on a competitive team.
Keep it alive, Vassell in the corner. Twisting shot and the ball movement, hard cuts. Vassell hangs it. Vassell for the tie. Wow. Regulation. Vassell.
Which leads to my next offensive strength. I believe Vassell has a high upside as a passer. I'm not saying he'll be the type of player that averages 7 or 8 assists a game, but I do believe he can develop into the type of player that hovers around 3 to 5 assists per game and can make plays for others with his high IQ. In his 2 seasons at Florida State, he posted a 2-to-1 assist to turnover ratio and had more assists in his sophomore season than he had turnovers in his freshman and sophomore years combined. Vassell is one of the best transition finishers in all of college basketball. Last season, he ranked in the top 94 percentile and converted nearly 71% of his fast break attempts. He's a smooth athlete that just glides down the court and covers so much ground with his long strides. He has good body control, and what's crazy is, Vassell often creates and starts his own personal fast breaks on the defensive end with his excellent defensive instincts and energy. But that's a totally different topic.
One-on-one with Jones. Florida State's had a turnover issue here in the last few minutes. And now Vassell picks Johnson. He'll try and beat Helms to the rack and one.
Lastly, I like Vassell's energy and IQ as an off-the-ball cutter and shooter. He can catch defenders sleeping with backdoor cuts or pull up and shoot threes on the move. He also does a good job of spacing the floor or relocating to holes in the defense, whether it's to create a scoring opportunity for himself or to open a driving lane for his teammate.